Hello everyone, I hope you're having a great day. Today we're going to be looking over 7.3, Identifying, Verifying Parallelograms, and this will be the last set of notes before our summative, which is going to be next week. So this is the last new thing that we're going to be learning before that summative. For this first video, we're just going to go over some theorems. We have 4 different ones here that can help prove that a quadrilateral is a parallelogram. The first one is called the parallelogram opposite sides converse, and that says if both pairs of opposite sides of a quadrilateral are congruent, then the quadrilateral is a parallelogram. So if I am looking at a quadrilateral and I see that the opposite sides are congruent by either it telling me, like by tick marks, or let's say I see that opposite sides are equal, so like these two are 5 and these two are 10, I can then automatically say that this quadrilateral is a parallelogram by this theorem. Similarly, we have the parallelogram opposite angles converse, and this says if both pairs of opposite angles of a quadrilateral are congruent, then the quadrilateral is a parallelogram. So if I'm looking at a quadrilateral and I see that the opposite angles are congruent, either by these arcs, so like here angle B is congruent to angle D and angle A is congruent to angle C, then I can automatically say that this is a parallelogram by this theorem. Another way is if you actually see that the angles are equal to each other. So let's say angle A and angle C were 42 degrees and angle B and angle D were 138. Seeing that would also tell you that this is a parallelogram since those opposite angles are equal to each other. The third one is called the opposite sides parallel incongruent theorem, and that says if one pair of opposite sides of a quadrilateral are congruent and parallel, then the quadrilateral is a parallelogram. So if I'm given that one pair of opposite sides, so like here BC and AD, I see they're congruent and they're also parallel, I can then say this is a parallelogram. And then this very last one is the parallelogram diagonals converse, and that says if the diagonals of a quadrilateral bisect each other, then the quadrilateral is a parallelogram. And so again, bisect, that means cut in half. And so here we see that these diagonals bisect each other because now let's call this E. BE is congruent to ED and AE is congruent to EC. Okay, those are all the new theorems, and that is it for this video. You can go ahead and move on to the next one.